Mic check, mic check. Can you hear my voice? We're back for another episode of An Empowered You. You know I'm always loud, so I wanted to try like something new and see if like I could do some ASMR on like the
Please
podcast.
don't.
So my friends, today's episode I'm really happy about because I've known this woman for over 20 years. Not only is she a mom, a wife, she's had to have, different challenges along her life, from being with the NBA player to having, daughters that are incredibly gorgeous, to having a son that's playing ball, just always on the go, right? Always putting everyone and anyone before her. So today's show is just like a raw and real conversation with my bestie and a Tessie. We're going to get raw and real. Yeah, so are you ready? Cheers to an empowered you.
Here's to an empowered you. Here is to an empowered you.
I know.
And you hear Samara says passion. And then you hear the baby.
This is an Empowered You podcast.
So, Tosh D. What's up, gangsta?
What's up?
See your marathon shirt on? You
my
repping that Nipsey Hustle?
No, I'm repping my godson.
Ooh, but still marathon. Shout out to Nipsey Hustle. So, my friends, who are you?
Who am
Who are you?
I?
Stay on the mic.
You know what? I'm still trying to kind of figure that out. You know what I mean? I don't think like I think like in life, like stages, you find out who you are.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like my 20s, I thought I was that. In my 20s, I thought I was something else. In my 30s, and in my 40s, it's just like
Just a whole
just
nother
fuck
fucking
everything. I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Fuck the world. Don't ask me for
nobody,
shit.
like, leave
And
me the fuck
everything you
alone.
get, you
Yeah.
gotta work hard for it. Okay.
Yeah, so like I think like you change every
Absolutely.
day. Shoot, you better. You better change every day. You can't stay the same.
Nah, you can't be gangsta
Yeah.
your whole life.
Why you keep calling?
Because I'm gangsta.
You are gangster.
Yeah, we both ratchet in our own way. And that's what I love about us is
Right.
that we're able to show up exactly as we are. And we love each other unconditionally.
Just for who we are.
Just for who we are. Because, you could put us in a boardroom.
Because everybody has flaws, right?
And it's not even flaws. When you're born and raised in the hood, you come out with a different mindset. And I feel comfortable when I'm in those spaces. That's where we're from. That's what we know. You went to high school and you were in the hood in Fort Lauderdale, and you have brothers that, and cousins that ran the street, like same as me.
Yeah. Basically, like I was like the only girl like in my family, like because like all the other girls was like either older or younger. So like it was just me, and a bunch of boys. So when you see me, you know what I'm saying, you see this little edge, that's where it comes from. Cause I grew up around nothing but dudes, you know what I mean? So like it was just me and my two brothers.
Well, how was your upbringing? Like how was like growing
My
up in Fort
family,
Lauderdale?
I come from a family that dealt in the narcotics
Narcotics, yeah.
business.
Yeah, drug dealers.
Drugdealers.com.
Drugdealers.com.
Yeah, so like that's all I saw was trauma, fighting. You know what I mean? Like death. You know what I mean? Like just a lot of trauma. Like
PTSD.
having to fight a lot. I basically had to fight my whole life.
Yeah.
From the time I was a kid all the way up to now.
I always fought black girls. I don't know why.
Really?
I think because like I don't know. I don't know if it was like jealousy, but like growing up
Where
in
did
school,
you grow up?
in New York.
Right? Yeah.
And I always had problems with black girls.
But
I mean,
you
I had black girlfriends too,
yeah.
but I just like any fight I ever had was with a black girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I fought a white girl before, back in first grade.
You beat her ass.
Yeah,
In
she called me a
first gra-
nigger.
Tasha, in first
She
grade?
called me a nigger.
Oh my God.
She called me a nigger.
So she just.
That was her last time.
So I have a question.
What's up?
You grew up in Fort Lauderdale.
Mm-hmm.
You're surrounded by drugs and the street life. When was it that you decided you wanted something different?
You know what? Shoot, to be honest, I always knew I was different. You know what I mean? Like growing up in the 80s and having like blonde hair and hazel eyes and light color skin.
Fine ass.
And you in the hood.
Ain't
you know
she
what I
fine
mean?
though? Like, come on.
So like for me, like I grew up in 2 different hoods. I grew up in Deep Side, and that's where XX from.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up in Sunland. You know what I mean? With my grandma's house. So my mom lived in Deep Side, my grandma lived in Sunland, but I was always at my grandma's house more than my mom because my mom was a bus driver, so I used to have to go get dropped off. So
Shout
I
out
just
to
went to
Mom.
school
Hi, Mom.
in the city zone. You know what I mean? I didn't go to school in the county. I went to the only school I went to in the county was like elementary. Middle school and high school, I went to Dillard in Parkway.
Shout out to Dillard.
Dillard High, yeah.
Yeah.
Blue
So
and gray.
that's where you met Keon.
No,
Where'd you meet Keon?
I met Keon through one of my friends in high school. We was best friends, Shalay.
Chalet.
Yeah, my best friend.
She's so
Shalay,
pretty.
She introduced me and Keon.
Okay,
I always
so-
love her for that though.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so walk me through the first day that you met Keon. Shout out to my brother, man.
here's the
one of the
thing.
realest dudes ever.
I met Keon when I was like 5.
5 years old?
Yeah, no, like because like we used to like his dad owned the flower shop, right? So like my mom them goes to funerals for fun. My mom and my aunt.
For
so we
fun?
was always at the funeral home.
It wasn't for fun. It was because
Rhonda,
everyone
I'm
was
not
getting
lying.
killed.
My parents, my mom and my aunts, them, they love going to funerals.
What?
I don't know, like, what the fuck?
What
Like,
in the
what is
world?
that about? Like,
They probably just seen so much violence in their
girl,
life.
them people go to anybody's funeral. They don't even have to know them. They going to the funeral.
Shout out
You
to
know
Mama
what I'm
Bear.
saying? So like I met him like, and when I would go in the funeral, when I would go in the flower shop, his dad would try and like be like, oh, they go a little girl go on and he or Kiana run. So I never really got to see him. And then when we was 10, I was sitting on my grandma's porch, and he was walking by with some friends. And usually he can't, cause we from 2 different hoods. Mind you, my hood is 1 street over from his hood. We from the same hood, but 2 different hoods. So Keon couldn't really walk through my hood.
Oh,
And he actually did one day, and he saw me sitting on the porch.
you're fine ass.
And that's when he started asking my cousins, like, who? And they was like, no, you can't fuck with her. Like, her brothers and her uncle don't play that shit. Like,
Yeah.
They don't, like...
You know your brothers don't
like,
play,
the
yeah.
motherfuckers is, like, killers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, it was, like, always that. So, like, we didn't meet until I met Shalay, 9th grade, her and Shantae. And
Shout out
Shalay
to
was like...
Sportsality.
Yup. No. So Shantae is Shantae Howard. Shalay's sister name is Shantae, and then our friend name is Shantae.
Okay.
So I'm talking about our friend, not her sister. So yeah, Shalay introduced me to Keon because Keon and Tootie was like, you know what I mean? Keon and her husband, they was best friends. And that's how I met Keon, through her. And we've been rocking. We met in 96. We've been rocking ever since.
Was he playing ball when you met him?
Yeah, he was playing. He wasn't playing for Dillard.
No,
though. He
no,
was
but
playing for
like-
yeah, he was playing.
He was always playing.
Yeah, he was always
Yeah,
playing.
always on the court.
I just wasn't used to basketball. I come from a football family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I cheered for football and all that. So when they was telling me about basketball, I'm like, I don't know about no basketball. You know, I don't really know too much about that. You know, I come from a football family. You know, all I know is football and selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's all I grew up on.
I don't mean to laugh,
So-
but I think when you grow up in the hood, selling drugs becomes like a really easy way to come up. right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're struggling and you don't have money to feed your kids, or you have an opportunity that arises that can really set up your family's future, sometimes you don't even think twice. It's like, I'm just gonna do what I have to do to take care of my family.
Right. Yeah.
And so when did you, okay, so you guys met at 10, started dating, I'm sure. What age did you, like?
16.
16. And then when did he know he was on his way to being an NBA player? And where was your relationship then?
College. We was both in college.
Which college?
I was in Tallahassee at TCC. I went to community college, and he was at Missouri. And that's when it happened.
Tell me when he told you. Like, how did
well,
he tell
actually, me and Shalay ended up driving. I don't know. I think we was going to Alabama or something like that. We ended up driving to see them play, and when we got there, his like whole family and shit was like they all was there. Damn, like this shit is like real intense. Like what's going on? Like so they was they was at and they came and told me, and they was like, oh, Keon, like thinking about going in the draft and all this, and you know what I mean? So Keon came and told me, he was like, I'm going to put my name in the draft. I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And he was like, yeah, you put your name in the draft. And I'm like, so like Michael Jordan, and that's what we doing. He was like, yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And that was it.
When did he ask you to marry him?
He asked me
And
to
did he
marry
put this
him.
ring on it, or was it?
You so
Cause shit, this shit.
He
is
asked
ball-
me
Look,
to marry.
Can we zoom in on this fucking ring? Look, future husband, I want a black diamond just like this.
So no, this came later. We upgraded it later on.
Later.
Yeah. So, what I was saying. So
When you met, like when he engaged, like when
we
he
got engaged, we was broke too. Like my ring was tiny. Like, and I loved
How
it.
old were you?
20.
Okay, so he was still college, still getting ready to go to the draft, and
He was getting ready to go to the draft.
and he
so,
proposed to you before going.
Yeah.
That is so fucking dope. So knowing I'm about to have, like, can probably have every groupie that I can get my hands
yeah, but
on.
it could have been a chance he couldn't have got drafted.
True.
Too.
True. But he did.
He did.
And he went on to play for some amazing teams.
Clippers. LA was
Heat.
our first.
Started off with the Clippers.
Had my 2 babies out there, Danielle and Gabby.
Uh-huh.
And we played for the Clippers. Then we played for we went home.
To the
and
Heat.
Came to Miami.
Mm-hmm. I
Played
remember
for
that.
Miami. Got pregnant with Jordan. Then after Miami, went to Orlando. Then New Jersey had KJ, Boston, the Nets.
Then it ended with the Celtics.
Ended with the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, but he did the Celtics.
He did the Celtics.
Okay.
It ended with the Grizzlies.
How was that? Like, I think in this day and age, a lot of women are like, I want to marry a ball player, or I want to marry, a celebrity or someone with money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they really don't understand the lifestyle, I think, that comes with dating someone that is in the limelight. So for you, you're having kids, you're married, you have to travel from state to state. Every time he gets, drafted to a new team, you following lead. Like, so you're never really creating like a home, right? Kind of like home is where the heart is. Home is where your family is. How
Pretty
was
much.
that for you?
Rough. Having to move your kids, all the time. Shoot, they can up and get traded in the middle of the year. You got up and move your kids to a whole new school. So like, it was rough. I know a lot of people probably look like and think that be easy, but it ain't.
Because I think they look at the money. They look at like how much money you're making, how fly you
Yeah,
look.
but with all that comes all the other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like
How was
family, and you know what I'm saying?
Everyone
Everybody
expects
needs
something.
Everybody want to expect something. Then when you can't do the shit, they want to beat you getting mad.
Mm-hmm.
Like a young lady told my daughter yesterday, and she's my niece. She told my daughter, I barely know y'all. You barely know me. The bitch who took you to Bahamas, who brought your school clothes, who paid your cell phone bill. You done been to every house I done had. What the fuck do you mean you don't know you barely know us?
I think what happens is people are intimidated by your success. One. Two, they feel like they are entitled to something because they are family.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times people don't know how to show up as they are.
They don't. Yeah.
And they don't understand that a celebrity, an athlete, you know, someone with a high status is just another person.
That shit is stressful.
Yes.
It is. That's why my husband ended up locked up.
We don't talk
The
about
shit
this.
is stressful. Like, it's like, what the fuck do y'all want from me? Like, it's only so much. How I'm gonna take care of my shit?
But you've always been a giver. Like, I mean, I've been working with
Rhonda,
you.
Rhonda, let me tell you something. That's the worst thing I think I ever did.
Nah, absolutely not.
Was give.
God put you in a position to give, just like God puts me in a position to give. I love hard, and I don't care if I don't know you.
I'm see with me like I don't give a fuck. I don't care about love.
No, I know, because you get uncomfortable.
Because I want you. Because the thing is, the reason, and I ain't gonna say I don't care about love. I do, but I rather you have respect and loyalty for for me.
I care about love. You know why? I didn't get it a lot growing up. I want to show the people in my life love. But
I don't care about love like that because I love me.
I know.
And
I love me too, but I love you.
I know you do.
And I want you to know that every time you see me.
I know you do, but it ain't forced.
No, hell no. Yeah.
So that's why I say I don't care about love, because sometimes
people will show you love because they want something in return.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Love can
a lot
mean
of people are opportunists these days.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That shit can mean anything. Loyalty
is the key.
That's the key.
It's like, who's with you when you ain't making no money?
Rhonda, I found out who my friends was. Thank God I lost like one.
Thank God.
One?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one. And but I'm more disappointed in my family. You know what I'm saying? In my family, because that's who we did the most for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them motherfuckers, like, I'm disappointed in them.
Yeah.
I went to jail.
I know.
Fighting a nigga.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to jail. Like,
yeah.
The Bible tells you it's a time for war sometimes and a time for peace. At that time, it was a time for war. For me. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, them people locked me up.
Shout out to the jail system.
Exactly.
Always want to lock up the
Girl,
wrong fucking people. Y'all always want to lock up the wrong people.
Girl, I had a bitch in there named Coco asking me, do I need motherfuckers? You need socks, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got locked up because, like, I felt like he only did that shit, one, because my husband wasn't around.
Well, let's get to that.
And then two, bitch, I never back down or ran from no fight. I've never in my life back down or ran from no fight. I don't care how fucking big you are. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Well, it's crazy because we're in our 40s.
Running from no fight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be fighting in 40.
No, absolutely
that
not.
That shit is like
I'm too pretty.
I don't want to have to do that. But bitch, you ain't finna try me.
No, but you know what? I also grew up fighting, and I also grew up in the streets. And when you reach a certain level in your age, the most important thing is peace of mind. So I don't have anyone around me currently that triggers me outside of my daughters. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my freaking daughters, the beautiful daughters. So we met at Club Play. And Club Play was one of the hottest nightclubs in South Beach.
Yeah, it was.
I think I was in Florida for probably 2 years. I started passing out flyers at Club Play. Shout out to Leah and Stevie J. Stevie J was the reason why I even got that interview at Club Play. because we used to do a talk show called Keep It 100 FM back in the day.
Oh, that's what's up.
So it was him and Troy Bless's assistant, Troy Bless, which was Lil Wayne's assistant at the time. So we had this like Keep It 100 FM show, and I was like looking for a job. I just moved from New York. I was working for a law firm for a little bit. You know, I've always been a paralegal. And then I got to the club and they had like no PR, no marketing. And I remember, shout out to Aaron, I remember telling him like, you're not doing anything. You have every single celebrity and athlete. You know, there's no red carpet. There's no like celebrity liaison. Like there's no setting them up on a boat or getting them like a nice car. Like, let me be in charge of all that.
Right.
And he's like, okay, well, put a proposal together. And I did. And that's kind of like where my love for marketing started.
Oh, okay.
And then Keon was one of the investors of Club Play. And he would always come in there, Mr. Positive, always looking sharp. And then you started Sportsality.
Yeah.
Which was an all-out. Tasha used to come to Club Play with her like $5,000 shoes, blinged out. She used to sit in the highest VIP and like just always look and smell like money. And we started this blog, and you know, it kind of didn't really go anywhere because you just didn't really have the time to invest into
babies
that. Yeah,
you know, I was having babies then.
Yeah.
I had my babies early, thank God, because now they think I'm their sibling.
but you
They
literally,
they get
Literally.
mad. No, but yeah, I am glad that, you know, I had my kids early. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because now, you know, me and my husband can enjoy. You know,
I got a
ourselves.
7-year-old, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that's my baby though. I love.
I know we love you, Leilani.
We love you, Layla.
So fast forward a little bit. I was really crazy at those times in my life. I was really bitter, really
friend.
angry,
You was.
pretty overweight.
Thank God I overlooked that.
Oh, I think I lost.
But a lot of people didn't, but that's okay.
That's okay because they're not my people.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't want to be around me either at that time.
Yeah,
because
yeah, you was a handful.
I was intense.
Yeah.
I was extra. I was a lot louder.
But she meant you.
I
could
always
say you
meant well. Yeah, but like mentally, I was broken. So it's like when
Right.
you're operating from a broken space, it's really hard to show up. And you know me, I'm real. So like, there's no masks. I'm not hiding
Yeah.
anything.
But I was broken back then too.
We all were, and
yeah.
we still supported each other, and we went times where we didn't talk for a while.
Yep,
I traveled
yep.
with you guys to like the NBA stuff, and you know, really rented homes.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this: like, I lost a friend. You know what I'm saying? I lost some family members through this process, right? But the thing is, my relationship with the Lord got
Ooh.
closer. Thank you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? My relationship with the Lord got closer.
I'm not
And
religious no
that's-
more.
Well, we gonna work on that.
No,
But
because
that is the
I-
most important thing to me.
Well, God is the most important thing to me.
But let me
Universe,
finish,
God.
because I was gonna say, I said that to say this. I got my relationship right with the Lord. I got closer to the Lord, and I prayed for the Lord to remove anybody who's jealous.
I
of
pray
me,
that every day.
envious of anything, anybody that don't mean me, you know, no good.
Remove them
Please, Lord, remove them. You just be shocked when He removes.
when He fucking removes them.
You know what I'm saying?
You really be like,
yeah, but look,
them?
look.
Really?
He gave me you. Our relationship got so much stronger in that process.
Yeah.
My relationship with Tanasha got so much stronger. My relationship with Kim, we be on the phone every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it got stronger with y'all. You know
We
what
have
I'm-
core friends
yeah,
that we can actually
man,
say,
God is good.
God is good.
God is so good.
Yeah.
I have eight friends.
Yeah. You're a millionaire.
And that's a blessing, girl, because
you're a
if you
millionaire.
got one, that's a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah. And I could literally, and the
And
beautiful
I'm going to leave
thing.
it at that because I can't. And I was just telling one of my friends, she's my prayer partner. She actually, you know, lived next door to me. And I was just telling her, like, girl, I'm about to go, you know, on my homegirl show or whatever, you know, and I'm a little nervous because, you know, I ain't really talked about none of this stuff until. And, you know, and that sister just prayed for me. You know what I'm saying? Rhonda just sent me a prayer, like, just that fast. And just pray for me, So if ladies, if y'all can find a friend that will pray for you, trust me, you better keep her. Because that's your friend. Because let me tell you something. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there, they will pray on you, but not pray for you. You know what I'm saying?
The prayers can be whatever you're comfortable with.
Yes.
Like, I don't pray to Jesus. I pray to God. I'm very spiritually connected. I grew up in a Muslim home. I've dabbled in Christianity for a little bit. Whatever works for you.
That's you. Right.
Right. Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
And it's really important for you guys to understand that. It's whatever feels good to you in the moment. It's continuously showing up for yourself amidst the noise around you. Like, you have to close it out. I find so much comfort and peace sitting in my yard and just being silent and listening for messages.
Yeah. Only my peace come from Christ. That's the only place.
I mean, like I said, whatever.
That's you. Now I'm talking about me right now.
Yeah.
My peace come from that.
Yeah.
That's where my peace come from. And I have to pray for it sometimes. I have to rebuke some things sometimes.
Yeah, because it's always can be a challenge.
It's always a challenge.
Yeah.
But I know my relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ is solidified.
Yeah.
And with that, I don't need nothing or nobody else. Because long as I got him.
And you.
Long as I got him. Not me. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing without him. I only can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But I can't do nothing without him. It's all him.
Yeah.
And I give all the glory to him.
Yeah. And I think like I was saying is like finding that peace.
Yeah.
For yourself, whatever it looks like. Everyone is walking their own path.
Yes.
Everyone has a path that feels good to them. And who am I to judge?
Right.
The ultimate goal is to be empowered. You're not gonna wake up every day in a great mood. You're not gonna have, it's just not like that. I have an entire toolbox. Whether I'm at the gym, whether I'm journaling, whether I'm meditating, whether I'm praying, whether I'm sitting in silence, whether I'm smoking a joint. Like, there's different things that I can pull out of my toolbox that can help sustain me the day that I'm not just feeling my best.
Too, I think people, like, when you're choosing your friends, I think you got to learn, like, if a bitch ain't got confidence, she ain't going to have no loyalty.
Yeah.
She ain't going to have no loyalty.
Yeah.
If she don't have no confidence within and love for herself and love herself within.
It's the most important
How
thing.
can she love you?
It's the
and
most
be loyal
important
to
thing.
you. So you will see some people friend hopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know if they coming or going.
Yeah.
Because they ain't got it ain't fixed.
They
up
ain't right
in
within,
here.
yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
thought I
saying?
needed to be at like all the hottest clubs.
No, you don't.
Like growing up in my 20s, especially when you come from New York and move to Miami, you can really get sucked up in this like Miami lifestyle. So I used to be everywhere, but I was so broke.
Yeah.
Like I was
Broken.
like broke and broken.
broken.
And it really wasn't until I dived deep into who I am and
you
fell
have
in
to.
love. Like I went from roaches to living in a huge house sitting on a lake.
Yeah.
And that's because, one, God never forsakes me. And when I'm taking a wrong turn, I'm always nudged to take the right turn. And sometimes I step out in ways that maybe I shouldn't step out, but I look at life as a lesson. And there's always a lesson to be learned from every single thing you do. And I think
It is.
ego is always like a driving factor. And I think also sustaining your feelings and your energy over time. And Keon went through something when in his 30s where he lost it.
He did.
He lost his mind. He became a much different person. He had a spiritual, something happened. And I remember those times. And I remember how distraught you were. And Keon wrote a book.
He did.
What's the title of the
And
book?
got it back. And see.
What's the title of the book again?
What's driving you?
What's driving you?
And I don't want to say that my husband lost his mind, even though he had a mental break.
A mental breakdown.
You know what I mean? A mental break, because when you got everybody and they mama on you, I need this. I want this. I need this. I want this. I gotta have this. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? It's just like, what do those men, what are they supposed to do? At some point, somebody's gonna have some type of mental break.
And then also when you hold on to trauma that you've never released because your ego tells you, I can't say these things. I'm a man. And a black man at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when he opened up, because I've seen Keon speak at churches, I've seen Keon speak to a room full of boys. Right. And I think he made it his mission to reach out to black men that have been sexually assaulted. And he started a whole movement where his biggest thing was, God did this for a reason.
Right.
I was mentally broken for a reason. Mm-hmm. I went through this hospital stay for a reason. Now God can use me as a vessel to be greater to other people. Yeah. And that's the great thing about you and Keon is like, how do I continue to move forward? Because I don't just have one friend in this relationship. You guys are family.
Yeah.
You guys have taken on the family role in my life, in my kids' life. Your daughters are like some of my greatest friends. And I think having people by your side through those tough times.
That shit meant a lot.
Yeah, and
it meant everything.
Yeah,
because I've been there for everybody.
Yeah, you know,
you know what I mean. And I needed people
to be there for you because
for me.
At the end of the day, we have God, we have self, we have all of this stuff. But like at the end of the day, like having your circle and communities.
All the people that I thought would have been there wasn't.
Well, it's always like that.
Is the people who I never would have expected. Like, it was like literally the people I never would have expected, man. Like, you was there like daily. So you was there like, you saw everything. Like, you was there the whole 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Kim, like, she was in it with, you know what I mean? Her and Tanasha, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shalane Howard.
Well, that's the second thing that happened. Because
they took me out. Literally once a month.
Yeah.
Every month.
Yeah.
Until my husband came home.
Well, that was a second challenge in your life.
Yeah. That was the second, yeah.
Keon went on to be a coach for the Celtics?
Jazz.
For the Jazz.
Utah.
And an opportunity arose.
Right.
An opportunity that would have put his family in a better position.
Right.
And he took it.
Yeah.
And got caught up, didn't snitch, took the whole rap, did his time, came home. We don't need to get into details.
Oh, we're not, because that's something that I'm not comfortable talking about, and that's his situation.
And it allowed you to see just who was to remain in your life.
Yeah.
I've never seen you like that.
Because, Rhonda, like,
no, but I've never seen you like that. In all the times that I've known you, you were really lost because you didn't understand. Like, and correct me if I'm wrong. You went from living one lifestyle,
to not having my husband at all,
to not having your husband at all, to trying to figure out, because you guys were living in another state.
Yeah.
Now you got to come back to Florida, and how was that?
Stressful. Stressful.
Were you mad at him?
Of course. Yes, of course. But like I said, I'm not gonna get into
we know. I just
that. But of course I was upset.
Yeah.
You know, and disappointed. Of course. Like who wouldn't be, you know? But like I said, when you're dealing with so much and all the pressure is weighing on you, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? Everybody coming to me for help, for money. I don't know what to do. Like, I ain't playing no more. Like, how y'all, you know? It's like everything is put on me, you know? But to much is given, you know, much is required. And I feel like we had to go through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to go through that.
You always do.
The Lord, if me and Keon would have not gone through that, we would have had the same suckers around us. We went, we wouldn't have worked on our marriage the way we did. Like nothing, like our relationship wouldn't be as tight as it is. I wouldn't have a close relationship with Kim or T, or even my relationship with Shalane Howard have grown. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It
like
drew you in closer to the people that are supposed to be there
in my life. And the Lord, if that wouldn't have happened, none of that, like, I would have still had the bullshit around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord had to come clean house, and not just for me, but for my husband too. He had to come clean house for him, and he had to come clean house for me.
Well, it's like you say, one of my daily prayers is strip me of everything that's not meant for me, and align my path with what is meant for me. And sometimes it's taking away in the most drastic way possible because you won't let it go if it's not.
You won't.
So we can get caught up in the facade.
You can. But this taught me. This situation strengthened me and made me stronger, made me wiser.
Yeah.
I'm more peaceful. I'm more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to think I had a target on my forehead, like, weird. Like, because every motherfucker that come around me seem like they act weird as fuck. It's like, what I was like, what is it about me that when people get around me, they act kind of weird or strange? Like, I didn't know, and I thought it was me. I thought,
It's because you're looked at like a celebrity.
No, it's not. What happened was when I went through this, and I always question that, like, why people act so weird with me. When I went through that and I got, and I went in and started going in prayer and started praying with my prayer partners. And I was like, Lord, what is it? Tell me, like, what is it about me so that I could stop making these people feel like this every time they come around me. And the Lord said, lady, who is you? Who is you? Because it ain't about you. It's about me. It ain't you when they see you. It's me. And it's the spirit that I put in you that antagonize the demons that's in me. So when people come around you, they see the spirit of God in you. Woo! And if their spirit ain't right,
preach,
they act weird.
I love you.
And I think, and that's what it was. And I said, oh, okay, Lord.
No, it's true. Because
it ain't me. It's you.
It's true.
And it's always God. And that's what I had to learn. Girl, I ain't nobody. I ain't nothing without him.
It's so true. And also sometimes when you're like, I try to be as positive. You know me. I'm always smiling. I'm always hugging. Especially, this is my second season of life, living the way that I'm living right now. First season was broken. Second season, I feel like I'm walking into like who I am as a woman. But I think that is
we
just...
be holding each other up.
No,
absolutely. We done cried and...
Absolutely.
Like, oh, bitch, what we gonna do? When we was, we rolled them 2 years out together, bitch.
That's
like,
it.
We did that shit.
Yeah. And now we're on top.
Yep. Straight
and
up.
now we're stepping into 2025 with blessings that we didn't even think were going to be there.
You better know it.
And it's just so important, and I cannot stress this enough, to fall in love with who you are.
Yes.
To let God lead. Yes. To flow toward everything that feels good. And to never wear a mask. Because then if you wear a mask, you're going to attract the people that shouldn't be in your life.
Yep.
I am needy in my relationships.
You got to know who you are. Because, see, the Lord's still working on me. I still cuss. I still
Absolutely.
fight your ass, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't fighting, Tosh.
I don't want to.
I
done told my kids.
I think I'm your, my
baby
calm down.
just texted me and said his teacher did something to him.
Yeah.
And I said, send me her email.
And
I said, no, but then I said, you know what? I'm on my way to this podcast. Jacinta just prayed for me. I said, you know what, KJ? I said, I'm not handling nothing. I said, I'm not doing that. I said, what you gonna do? I said, you go handle it. I said, you go talk to her and learn how to fight and fend for yourself, because I ain't gonna always be there. And plus, I can't keep doing this. The judge don't want to see me in her courtroom no more. I done got my gun license back. They suspended. I got it back. I had to fight all that shit, but they don't want to see me no more.
Right,
so I gotta be on my best behavior. I can't have a gun. That shit.
I can't have a gun.
So
I will pull it out. Like, I'll be like, what?
And
what'd you say?
That's why mine's got taken.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like, it just I gotta be on my best behavior. Not just for that, just because I'm too goddamn old.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? To be still out here.
You 45.
But when
45.
But when you done been terrorized your whole life,
it's hard.
It's hard because that anger, like I have a lot of anger.
I mean,
I'm
honest about. I'm honest
with me. slick with me.
I know.
Anything that
I
shit,
know.
Rhonda, I don't know
But let me
why,
tell you what helped
but it
me.
just like something starts boiling
I know,
in me.
but let me tell you
and
what
I
helped
can't
me.
let it
It's
go.
the body keeps score.
Yeah, I can't let it go.
So it wasn't until I started taking antidepressants and mood stabilizers that I let go.
Oh no, give me some weed in the Bible.
Because your body keeps score. And when you grow up in the hood, when you're surrounded by drugs, when you're surrounded by street money, when you're surrounded by people that don't even know what like love really truly looks like, you get caught up. You truly get caught up in this mindset of this is all it is. And then you step into this other light. It's like every year, every day I'm changing.
Yeah.
I'm not the person I was yesterday. With every conversation, with every lesson, with every chapter in my life, that's why I show up so wholly.
Right.
I don't care how long I've known you. I love you. I got love for you as a human.
Yeah, I know
and I
you
think
do.
and I think that interferes in everything.
It does.
Because in partnerships,
Yep.
in relationships,
relationships.
I never look at business like it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's fucking personal.
Yeah.
I busted my ass to
Ass
get
for
to
it.
where I am right now. I don't want to work with you if there's no alignment.
Yeah.
So point blank period, it's personal.
Straight up.
And in dating, I want to know you.
Yeah.
I want to know all of you. But I also don't want to text you all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's just
I'm
like
a texter.
well, let me ask you. I'm not. I FaceTime you all the time.
Don't call me.
I FaceTime
You
you.
know I don't
ass.
like
I don't
phone.
care. I'm gonna do what
She
I want
don't-
to do.
Yeah, you and Kim don't give a fuck. Like,
Nah,
y'all
we don't
can
give a
call.
fuck. When we
Like,
want to talk to you, we
y'all
want to fucking
call.
talk
Yeah,
to you.
I be on the phones with y'all.
Yeah.
Like y'all, I think you, Kim, and Mama are the
And
only
you be
three
wanting to
people-
hang up, and I'm like, I'm not
I
ready to
sure
hang
do.
up. I'm still fucking talking.
She want to talk all day, and the bitch want to FaceTime too. So I'm just like, well, goddamn, well, let me get my hookah then. Goddamn.
And I'll be on the patio,
Yeah.
smoking a joint, and she's like, "Okay, wait, let me go get my hookah.
Yeah,
I'll be right
but
back."
I hate the phone.
I love it. I love
text
it.
me. Like, don't call
No,
me,
I
text
fucking
me. I
love
don't
it.
like that.
So
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
like
I'm not
talking.
gonna do anything that makes you happy. I'm gonna do what makes me happy.
It makes me faintish.
Not me. You be smiling when I FaceTime. You don't front.
I don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't. have
Are you wearing a mask
choice.
when you pick up the FaceTime,
Right,
bitch? Well, let me ask you. Over 20 years of marriage, how do you keep it exciting?
Girl, ooh. Me and Keon been through a lot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what keeping us excited.
yeah.
Just everything we've been through. Like,
How's your
I
sex life
fuck
in
with
your
that
40s?
nigga hard. You know what I'm saying?
How's
Like,
your sex life in your 40s with your husband?
great, amazing.
Do you feel like as a woman in your 40s, you're more turned on than in your 30s and 20s?
Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah, this shit doesn't turn off. Can my partner hurry up? Because like, I need it like 5 times a day.
That's too much.
I mean, to
me and
start.
Keon don't even have time. Our kids busy.
I know, but like I haven't had it. So like I was celibate for 7 years. So I kind of feel like I gotta catch up.
No. God damn. you good, friend. You good. Cause once you get them, like Keon don't
No,
leave me
and
alone.
honestly, like I feel like I give myself the best orgasm of just being real. I think I love myself so much that
You a fool, lady.
when I touch on me, I just
You
be
was a
like,
fool.
ooh,
You was a fool.
yeah.
You was a fool. You was
I mean, if
a
I
fool.
don't love on me, how can anyone else love on me? Like I have to know where the spot is at. I have to know what turns me on. I have to, because then I could teach my partner exactly what he needs to know, and he doesn't have to act like I'm trying to figure it out.
Well,
It takes me 11 minutes to orgasm.
God damn, but Lord,
You
this
gotta
might be
touch-
too much information, friend.
I always make Tasha uncomfortable.
She always make me
Look.
uncomfortable, just so y'all know.
My
She
shirt is
always
unbuttoning.
asking me and my husband about our sex life and how we do it. And
No,
what-
but Keon be getting on me too.
Yeah, he do
I
be getting
forgot
on
what
me.
he said the other day. He says something. I was like, I'm doing something on South Beach. I was in a hotel. And I think it was like a photo shoot or something. He's like, is he shooting on top of you or under you? I was like,
Oh,
Keon!
yeah, I remember that. He did.
Keon!
Because that's where his mind He said, that's why we had all them kids.
And that's what I love is that like I can have such an open conversation with your husband and you would never think twice. And that's
Man.
the family dynamic that you
He
build.
is the good part of me. You know what I'm saying? Because like Keon is so nice to people. I'm the nasty one. Like I don't like people like that. I don't fuck with people like you. Like I'm not gonna speak if I'm not spoken to. So I can see a bitch. I don't care if it's you. If I see you and you don't speak to me, I'm not speaking
Girl,
to
I'm
you.
picking you up, hugging you, turning you
I
around.
know you are, but I'm just saying that's just like if I see a person out and about, and if they even look like they ain't gonna speak, I'm gonna make sure I don't even look their way. Like I don't play like that. Like
Wow.
I'm not gonna kiss your ass. I ain't doing that. I don't even have NBA wives friends. Not saying that something wrong with them because they're great people and like we follow each other on Instagram. But I never been an ass kisser or I never tried to force friendship with them or anything. Like my homegirl Lana, that's probably the only one, you know, and her dude not together, and that's my godson. Mom, you know what I'm saying? Like that's probably like that's my sister though. You know what I'm saying? That's like she's like the only friend I have that kind of came out that industry. Not saying that I don't get along with the other NBA wives because I fuck with them. You know, we follow each other, we support each other and stuff like that. But I don't have one that I call a, you know, besides Lana. But she's not with him anymore. But she's the only one. Like that's my sister. Like
Yeah.
she's my son godmother. I'm her son mother. You know, and like it's just I don't know, that whole industry be kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like a lot
I
of
literally
people,
know-
like it's rare. Like I would say Shivali Favors, like she's a real one. You know what I'm saying? She from the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was going through my shit. Matter of fact, when I was
Wasn't
going through my
Shawnee
shit.
too? Shawnee O'Neal? She's not O'Neal no more.
No, I'm talking about Shivali Favors. When I was going through my shit, you know what I'm saying? That sister called me. What you need? You need anything. And I was going through something at the time. I was like, yeah, there you go. Just like that.
Yeah.
I ain't never get that sister nothing, never did nothing for her.
I love that, 'cause I have real
woman
ones like
called
that in
me
my
and
life,
did
too.
that shit like that, and of course I had to pay her back. It took me a minute because
Yeah.
I was going through some shit, but I paid her back. But for her to do that
But
shit,
because it's like
that,
why
shit
do I
was-
have
that
to
meant, that
ask
shit
you
meant
to?
the world to me.
Yeah, 'cause it's like,
she
why
ain't
do I have to ask you?
She ain't have to do that shit though.
No, but like, why do I have to ask you? It's like, I know you love to be celebrated.
Yeah.
And I know you love to get dressed. And I know you love to do your hair. You love to take pictures. You love to take videos. And we threw you a party. And it wasn't like the grandest
It
party.
wasn't,
But it was
but
so
it was
meaningful to
wasn't
you.
It was.
And you were surrounded around all your loved ones.
And all
We
my
I got
friends
so
and-
drunk though, girl. I was so drunk.
But we had a ball.
A ball.
We had a ball,
Yeah.
and I like. Thank you.
Yeah.
You and Keon did that.
Yeah, but
and my
I
niece.
don't look at it like
I know you
did
don't.
that. I look
But
at it
y'all
as
did. But Rhonda, you did do that.
I know, but I look at it as
you and Keon did that, and my niece, like. The
but
way
I love
she
you.
Decorated.
So for me,
that
my
place.
my love language is gifts.
yeah, I know.
That's my love language.
Right.
I like to give gifts. I like for people to open up gifts from me. I want to see your expression.
Yeah, but
that
if
and I
your
love
friend,
to cook
but
for
if
you.
your friend's saying thank you, accept it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
You, Keon, and my niece.
You want me to get on the table and
Shanitra,
twerk?
Smart.
You
Like,
want me to get on the table and twerk?
no, I don't. But I just want to say thank y'all
I love
because like that party was amazing.
Okay.
And
Well, my birthday's in September and we're going to Hawaii.
yes, we are.
Put it on the calendar.
On me. It's on me, friend.
Somebody said Jamaica.
No.
But nah, we're gonna go to Hawaii.
But I thought we was going to the spa. You done change?
Oh, the one hotel, right?
Yeah. Well,
Shout out
it's
to the one
whatever you
hotel.
want.
Adult kids.
Oh God. I'm having a ball. You saw me in the girls' pictures.
You have
like that.
4 kids,
I have 3. The Lord
Hang
blessed me
on.
with 3 best friends.
3 daughters,
Yep.
1 son. Dee Dee, Gabby, and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan's gonna be like the next lawyer or like something.
I'm praying she go to Clark, y'all.
Gabby is a future tennis player. She is one of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
most talented tennis players. Got a
She
full
coming.
ride.
2025.
She got a full ride to college.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we have beautiful Dee Dee, singer, songwriter. Like,
Screenwriter.
she just do what she do.
And you know, it's crazy. She just
Did you hear her
finished.
singing karaoke, though?
Yeah,
She
but
has such a
not that.
sultry.
She just finished like the whole script, like on my life from the time I was young.
Love that.
So she just finished that. So we trying to get that out. 50 Cent, where you at, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to 50.
Uh-huh.
How hard is it having a 20-something-year-old? And don't lie.
It's nerve-wracking, Rhonda.
Yeah.
Like, hard to sleep.
Yeah.
Because she lives on her own, you know, and then Gabby is all the way in West Virginia. Jordan is getting ready to leave. So, like, it's like constant worry. But if you're going to pray by word. So I have to give that to the Lord, too, because I have an anxiety about my kids, too. So, like,
I have an anxiety with everything, though.
no,
like,
it's just with my husband and just don't fuck with my husband and my goddamn kids. Like, I go to jail. I'm going to say that. I'm going to jail.
No, listen, one time we were at a hotel.
I'm
Like,
going
let
to
me tell
jail.
you, right?
I'm going to jail.
We were at a hotel. I forget the name of the hotel because we would go out every month and eat. And the lady that was taking our ticket was racist. And I didn't see it, but Tasha saw it. And Tasha about to flip on her. And I'm like, nah, man, we healed. Can we just walk out? Let's just walk out of this hotel. Please. We don't want to hurt this racist Karen. Let's just
She
go.
was so stupid.
But I don't see it because I'm not a black woman, right? But I've experienced it with a lot of my black friends. And it does make me mad and it makes me furious that you still have to deal with that in this day and age.
It's sad. Man.
And you know, I've had my black girlfriend say, hey, can you go take this meeting for me? Because they'll give it to you before they give it to me.
And that's fucked up.
And I never really understood that. Like, there's a ceasefire in Palestine right now. Thank you, Lord. But then Israeli went into Jenin, and that's where my family is. Like, all the rest of my family lives in Jenin. So we're living in some, like, really different times. Trump now said, if your baby daddy pays child support, then he gets the right to claim them on his taxes. A mass deportation is starting next week where all illegal immigrants are going to be deported. And when he speaks about Gaza, he doesn't speak about like the lives lost and the destruction. He says the place is done. He's like, we're going to rebuild. It's one of the most amazing locations on the beach. And that scares the shit out of me.
It should.
Because I'm like, will I not have a country to take my kids and my grandkids like back to? Like, my mom's birth certificate says Palestine.
Yeah,
my dad's birth certificate says Palestine. You know, I talk to Jewish people that are like, the only thing that needs to happen is we need to annex Palestine altogether and we need to just call it Israel. And then, you know, Palestinians get a citizenship to Israel. So racism in many different factors, what's happening in Congo, what's happening in Syria.
Shit, here in America.
Here in America, like, it's still at an all-time high. But what I've realized, because I sit in gratitude every single day, and I've been journaling every single day, I'm always trying to figure out what my position is within all of this activism, because it is dear to my heart. And I'm trying to not operate from emotion any longer, but operate from a point, how do I really make a difference? You know, whether it's Black lives, whether it's LGBT lives.
But friend, I think you're doing as much as you can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're only one person.
Yeah.
So it's only so much you can do.
I never met nobody like me.
With my people, like it's only so much we can do. Besides, you know what I'm saying? Pray. This life gon' life.
Life gon' life.
Ain't nothing you can do, child.
We gonna get a shirt that says "Life gon' life."
I just try and be
under.
as peaceful. I'm not right now in my life. I'm just trying to be as peaceful and pleasant. I don't give a fuck about the bullshit. No. I don't give a fuck about who left, who gone. Like, none of that shit. Like, none of that stuff matters to me.
Yeah.
As long as I got my health, my strength, my relationship with the Lord is on point. I got my husband. I got my children. My mama is healthy. I'm good.
Well, you know, I don't have my mom and dad.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
I don't have family like that. You know, very small, but my family comes in friendships that I've met along the way. And, you know, a lot of times I used to, like, when people used to say, well, what's your goal in life? And I would be like, money. Like, it was always money. And now my goal is just to be the best version of
Peace.
myself, mind, body, and soul.
Randa, I just want peace.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best version of yourself,
Yeah.
mind, body, and soul, to be able to sit in
Yes.
stillness and know that, like, it's all going to be
Because
okay.
you can't pay for that.
You can't.
You can't pay for that.
And you can have all the money in the
world
world.
and be miserable. You hear me? Miserable.
So a lot of people focus all of their time and energy. And I always say this, like, I'm not busy. You know why? I make time for the things that I want to make time for.
right.
My phone is always in my hand.
Right.
I'm always on the internet. I own a creative marketing agency. Don't tell me you're busy.
Yeah, life's short too. I just lost a close friend.
I know, to a sudden heart attack.
Yeah, like
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
So if you think sitting and working all the time and doing things all the time is the answer to your happiness, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's being loved on.
And to forgiveness, y'all.
And I'm trying.
I hate that word.
I'm trying.
But you got to.
I'm trying.
You got to for you.
I
so
mean,
you
I
can
just
move
started
on.
talking to my brother. You
gotta move
I
on.
don't know about my sister. Like,
And family be the worst though.
I don't want to be around people that remind me of who I was. I don't want to be around people.
That's why you have to show people who you are now.
No, but I don't want to be around you if you trigger me.
That's true. That is true.
And I don't care who you are.
That's true.
I mean, unless you're paying me to go into
Right,
a
that's
situation that
true.
I know I have to be triggered in or something like that and I agree to it,
But
then okay.
I feel like if we do our work and we are here and we truly forgive, that they shouldn't it shouldn't bother. You know what I mean?
The wounds are too deep.
Because
The wounds are too deep.
But if you forgive,
I do forgive, but the wounds are too deep.
Yes.
I won't forget. And I don't
no,
want you in my
I don't
life.
want you to forget.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm
I
saying.
have 7 brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
7.
See, what I'm saying is I don't want you to forget, but I want you, what I'm saying is forgive enough so that if you do have to be in the same room with you, they won't even trigger you.
I don't even.
And but that's healing. I take a lot of healing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet. Well, because some people I don't even want, if I go in a room with, I'm going to jail. So I'm not there yet. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? It takes some time. And I'm saying that's what I'm working on right now. To be able to be in a room with certain family members and people, you know what I'm saying, and not feel feel like I need to get the fuck out of here for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of peace that I want. That's the kind of peace that I'm going for. And not even let a bitch even bother me.
Well, I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have done this with anybody else.
I wouldn't know.
And I love you for trusting me.
Oh, yeah.
And you are the answer.
Yep.
I'm not sure how many times I have to say this.
So are you.
I'm not sure, like, how I tell you, our viewers, that you are the answer and no one's coming to save you. And that relationship with the higher power is going to be your way to happiness. Finding those moments of stillness where you can receive the answer, keeping your word, operating from integrity. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You have to operate from a space where you know that you are the prize in any room that you walk into. And that's what this show is all about, is reminding you that you are the answer to everything that you're looking to accomplish in this life. And as long as you keep a relationship with that higher power, with that divine energy, with Jesus, with Allah, like whatever that looks like for you, and love on your people unconditionally and give them their flowers now, not when they leave this earth, right now. And as always, you know, I do one-on-one coaching. We have a self-love PDF on the website, RandaQuraanAre.com. If you hear my voice and you want to be on a show and you're local to South Florida, I'm open, man. We're just flowing toward everything that God has called us to do. And yeah, I love you guys. And cheers to an empowered you.
Here is to an empowered you. Here is to an empowered you. An empowered you.
This is an Empowered You podcast.